again, this is Lalita. Today's topic is advertisements. We are all always influenced by advertisements, be it in newspapers, TV, while you go to see a movie, even when you walk on the street, the various ads which are displayed on various windows of the stores. Now, question is, how relevant are these ads and how much of influence do they play in our lives? Propaganda and marketing is required to make the public aware about the various products available and the key features. One form of propaganda, obviously, is the advertisements. Ads are necessary with the growing population to get the word around, as well as due to increasing competition. However, ads these days create more harm and pass the wrong message, and the latest tendency has been to overbroke and overmarket a product to make a fast buck. Let me take an example here. This is an ad about a soap, a recent advertisement about a soap, and I'm not sure what this is supposed to convey. The ad goes like this. A child is shown springing from his father's arms straight to the air, propelled by the smell of sweat, and comes only down after the man washes himself with a certain soap. This ad just does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Take another example. In the subcontinent, it's almost considered a sin to be born dark, and there seems to be an obsession with having a fair skin from head to toe. We have large multinationals pounding the TV screen with advertisements on Fair and Lovely. Various ads of these products show how a girl is considered ugly and rejected if she is dark, and by applying the Fair and Lovely cream, she's instantly beautiful, she's fair, and the whole world is at her feet. To me, this advertisement is a classic example of conveying the wrong message and also creating a wrong notion that dark means ugly and a sure deal stopper to success in life. Today's society moves freely on ads, large and small, of varied shapes and hues, and they have impact on the masses, especially because of the far-reaching effects of TV. However, one must remember that not every person who watches this ad is necessarily rational. Also, most of these ads these days seem to take the public for granted for throwing trash at them. There is no sort of moral code followed on any of these ads, and they really don't bother about being discreet and keeping the age of the audience in mind. Corporates need to have a social and moral responsibility while making these ads for these products. Surely, while advertising for a razor, it's not necessary to show a virtually naked woman, or where a person is shown to be more confident than another simply because a farmer has found a body spray to get rid of his body odor, and the deodorant's aroma is so good that the ad shows that it makes a woman drop their underpants in dignity in a flash, which is absolutely ludicrous. And there are those that want you to believe that a healthy biscuit and the cereals, which are by the way full of sugar, that the model eats is the secret behind the toned, fat-free frame and body that she's got. Certainly, a little discreetness and moral responsibility to salvage one's own conscience when advertising would do the consumer a lot more good. It's almost hard to think of the last time that a decent commercial was aired on TV. Let me conclude by quoting an article, an extract from an article I read in one of the Indian newspapers, The Hindu. This article actually cites an example of clothier John Wanamaker, who at times is called the father of modern advertising, and who had built his business on values and whose retail business grew into one of the world's first department stores. He instilled in his employees the attitude of utmost honesty. Once, when he reduced the price of his necktie to 25 cents, the marketer asked him, "Are they any good?" The necktie advertisement was finally written as, "They are not good as they look, but they're good enough at 25 cents. And to be sure, they got sold like hotcakes. As writer Isaac Asimov puts it, "I don't subscribe to the thesis, let the buyer beware, but I prefer the disregarded one, let the seller be honest." So in conclusion, as a consumer, if we are being taken for granted and trash is being thrown at us by the various corporates in the form of ads, it's time for us to rise against this and to make sure that we are treated with care and the audience is not taken for granted. Thank you.